How cynical is it for big name figures on the right, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, many others, Nancy Mace yesterday, saying this is a Democratic Party problem, as if people like you are not getting death threats all the time, credible ones?
I mean, it's actually disgusting. And you know, it reminds you that although these people pretend to be adults, that they are sometimes, you know, they think a lot less than even children do when it comes to compassion, when it comes to thoughtfulness, when it comes to being a leader. You know, I did expect the president's address to the nation would have been a lot more compassionate filled. It would have been less partisan. He doesn't even know who the assassin is for him to say
Yes.
wing lunatic. I think it kind of denigrated his status and the status of the office he holds. But what I do know for sure is that, you know, Charlie was someone who once said, you know, guns save lives. After a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis police.
I think he called him a scumbag.
Right, have no regard, downplay slavery and what Black people have gone through in this country by saying Juneteenth should never exist. And I think, you know, there are a lot of people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
Complete rewriting of history.
Yeah, there is nothing more effed up, you know, like than to completely pretend that, you know, his words and actions have not been recorded and in existence for the last decade or so. And you know, you have people like Nancy Mace who constantly harass, you know, people that she finds inferior and wants them not to exist in this country or ever. And you know, you have people like Trump who has incited violence against people like me. And so, you know, these people are full of shit, and it's important for us to call them out while we feel anger and sadness and have, you know, empathy, which Charlie said, no, it shouldn't exist because that's a newly created word or something. Like, I have empathy for his kids and his wife and what they're going through because I do not want
no one should go through that.